Hi there, I'm Sarah Rozene, the Artistic Director of the Barnstormers, and I'm here with Clayton Phillips, who is directing our first show, Into the Woods.
Yes.
We are very excited. Into the Woods, I know for me, and in talking to Clayton, that Into the Woods is truly one of our favorite pieces, and we are so thrilled to bring it to the Barnstormers this season. What have been some of the most exciting things about working on the show in a week?
I mean, in a week, in 6 days actually, 5 days with music on one day. It's such a great show, and it's also you're going to see a lot of Barnstormers favorites in it too, which is really great, and people who I've worked with before. And I always love coming back here and working with people who I've worked with before, and I know their energies and I know what they bring to something. But the most exciting thing to me, this show is so topical, really, because it's about going into the woods. It's going into life. It's moving into life. And that's on so many levels. It's not just like children going out into the world. It's about us going into new thoughts and new ideas and, racial issues and coming into, Me Too movement, all of this stuff of learning, coming into places, learning new things. Even at my old age, I daily learn new things. I step into the woods and I go in and I learn something new, and you bring it back with you. And the other journey of it is we all go into the woods and learn, and there are repercussions for the things that we learn. Sometimes we make mistakes and sometimes we don't, but just the whole journey of the piece is it's such a great piece. It really, really is. And it's just universal. It's timely.
Yeah.
And this cast is amazing. You're just really going to be amazed with this cast. I will say that.
They are stunning, and the music is so complicated and difficult, and they make it look easy and just so wonderful. And I love this show as well for many of the reasons that you mentioned, but also as well as that the idea of we can find our own family when we go out into the world, and that we can find people who challenge us, but also really see us.
Yes.
And I think that that's something that's really important for today as well.
I agree, and that is, when you get into the second act, you get that a lot of times, where you get into the second act where you start to realize it's like everybody goes in different places, and we decide who our family is and who the people are who are really important to us and what really makes family.
Yeah.
Because sometimes family is family, and sometimes family is beyond family.
Yes.
And our extended families, in many cases, when you lose somebody, as they say, you lose somebody along the way. Sometimes you need to find someone who's there for you and who is part of your family.
Yeah.
So that is true, a big part of it too. That's what I say. There's so many levels to this piece.
Yes.
And to try to do it in a week. Thank God these actors, they really do get it. I can throw 1,000 ideas at them and they don't get crazy. They actually accept it, listen. Some of it sticks and some of it doesn't. But in fact, it's a very interesting and complicated piece, I will say. But it's also just really entertaining. The music's amazing. So
the music is amazing, and I think it was also really important in the year after Stephen Sondheim passed away that we do something to honor him. Knowing that there are so many people who have worked with the Barnstormers, who continue to work with the Barnstormers, who have had a close relationship or a personal relationship with Stephen Sondheim, but also as a theater person, just theater people as well are so affected by his work and just really love it. And I think in a lot of ways, to make a truly successful show, you need to love it.
Yeah, I agree.
It is this complicated.
Yeah. And we lost both Hal Prince and then Stephen Sondheim, and I worked very closely with Hal Prince and Stephen Sondheim. I did do 2 things with him. He came in and wrote additional music for the revival of Candide that I worked on. And he also, there was a piece he did that ended up being called Bounce, that was called Wise Guys first. And when he was doing Wise Guys, I actually stage managed the first act workshop of it.
Okay.
So that was the closest I got to him. I never really got close to him, but the way I did with Hal, but he was somebody who certainly was an influence on my life, very, very much of an influence on my life.
And I think that many of the actors in the show certainly can say that, and many of them are coming to this show saying, this is a bucket list role for me. I'm so excited to be here. I want to jump right in, and I think that really helps us with our super tight schedule.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Michael Ursula, who's playing the baker, is an old friend of mine. He's never worked here before, but he was begging me, please, this is a bucket list role, this is a bucket list role, and I was really happy to be able to give it to him.
And he is delightful on stage, and delightful off stage. So but yeah, I'm really excited that this is leading us off into the season. Up after Into the Woods, we have The Legend of Georgia McBride.
An amazing piece.
Which is so fun. It's by Matthew Lopez.
Yeah, great piece.
Which is, I'm really excited to bring that to Tamworth.
Yeah.
And then returning to the Barnstormers stage up third is Agatha Christie's Black Coffee.
And Agatha Christie. I've got to do two of them.
Yep. And then fourth is a piece that really has spoken to me in the last few years, Silent Sky by Lauren Gunderson, which is all about, again, finding your place in the world, but this time more expansive, of finding your place in the universe and what that means with your connection with spirituality, with religion, and I think it's a really beautiful questioning of those topics.
I've read the piece. I don't know it that well, but it's a lovely piece.
Yes, it really is. The words are just stunning. And then finally this season, we are doing another musical. We are bookending the season with musicals, and we are doing a show that you and I also both love, which is Lucky Stiff.
Fun show.
So
really fun. Silly, light, fun. It's just really fun.
You know, and a lot of Barnstormers favorites in that show, but also sprinkled through the whole season. And I'm really excited that we can do that. Outside of those 5 regular shows, we have a touring production that is a piece that's made by Pim Van Amerongen.
Oh, it's by Pim.
Yes, it's by Pim. Yes, it's called Manhattan Shuffle. Okay. And there will be a performance of it on the Barnstormers stage on July 15th.
Is Pim in it?
Pim is not in it because...
Is he going to be around?
Pim is currently...
He's in Amsterdam.
No, he's currently on a cruise ship.
Oh, he did.
I spoke to him yesterday from Croatia. But it is a piece that he put together, and one of the originating actors, Michael Berry, is also going to be in it. And then we have 2 New York actors, but it is a golden age of Broadway song and tap dance review, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. Yeah. And then, on the top of all of that, we are doing 3 Sundays where we are doing readings featuring the amazing and wonderful Jean Mar Brown and our resident acting company. So those will be a lot of fun. They will be a celebration of the history of the Barnstormers, sort of set into different chunks of for each week. Great. So I'm really looking forward to it, and we're getting rolling.
It's an exciting return, as it were. Yes. It really is a return. Yes. I know we sort of stepped our feet in the water last year, but
we dipped a toe.
This is the real return. Yeah.
So we dipped a toe. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, exciting.
Exciting, and I'm so glad that you're here with us
really
again.
Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to be here as always.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
And a warm up.
Great.